going to make a very favorite Lebanese dish. Some people call it Armenian, some people call it Lebanese, some people call it Turkish. Whatever it is delicious. It's called Sini Kofte or Kebbe siniye, as they say in Arabic. Right. So it has two sections. Now it's going to be in a baking dish. You have one layer of bulgur and meat mixed, then a filling, and then another top of the bottom part. So we're going to do both processes at the same time. So let's come on to a closer look. Right, we are here. So first we're going to start making the filling, but meanwhile what you do, here is the bulgur. It's 1.5 cups, and I've soaked it with 1 cup of water. You have to do this 20 minutes to 30 minutes before you start making this dish. So since I did it because I didn't want to waste time. So now the filling we're going to make with onion, garlic, spices, ground chicken. This you should use if you eat beef or lamb. You should use the others, but because I don't eat them, then we're going to use ground chicken breasts that were done yesterday by my favorite butcher. And we're going, this is 900 grams, and for each part, for the filling and the top and the bottom, we're going to use equal amounts of the meat, and which comes to 1 pound each, or 900 grams for the total. So we're going to heat the olive oil here now, and then we're going to start making this. And while that's happening, I'm going to add half of the ground chicken into this plate, because once this starts cooking and sauteing, we're going to pay more attention to the other one. Okay, so let's see if this is almost ready. First we put the onions. I know some people do kind of both at the same time, or they put the ground meat first and saute it, but I think this is better. The onion can cook better this way. Okay, so let's wait until this starts happening. And the cooking time is not a lot. It's really not a long time to prepare this dish, but it's amazing. It's delicious, and then you can make, especially the filling, you can make it earlier and put it in the fridge, and nothing will happen to it, and you can use it the next day. So it will cut down your preparation time. Now we're going to start kind of with this while we're waiting for this to happen. Right. So in here, I'm going to use a little bit of the chopped onion, which is 1 large onion chopped fine, just to give it a tiny bit of taste. So we're going to put the same ingredients here as we're putting it in the filling. So salt, and as I said, not too much. And then black pepper. Cumin, definitely. And I know some people use less, some people more of spices. You do whatever you like, but this is kind of a more traditional approach. So that was cumin, and now this is red pepper. More. The other. Now I'm going to add the garlic. Mix it all together. And I'm going to add just a tiny little bit to the meat and bulgur mixture. And now we're going to add the rest of the, or 1 pound of ground chicken. I think we're ready to add a bit of the tomato paste. Maybe 1 full tablespoon. Let's look what's happening here. This is almost done, and now we're going to add the spices. Again, this will be a redder color if you're using meats. Let's put some salt. Exactly the same thing that we did with the top and bottom. There we are. Then we have cumin. Then we have red pepper. And what we're going to do now is we're going to stop the heat because it's already cooked. And mix this, and then we're going to add parsley here. This is 1 cup of chopped parsley. And you don't have to cook this because we're going to put the dish in the oven, so in the oven it will be cooked. You don't need to cook parsley a lot. We have to prepare the top and the bottom to go. Now we're going to put it together. So, initially we're going to put olive oil at the bottom. I kind of will spread it. I love touching things with my hand. I know it's not sanitary for business purposes, but hey, I'm the one who's eating this dish food, right? I'm not in a restaurant. Okay, so we're going to flatten half, maybe a little less than half of the mixture that we made. So this is the bottom. I'm going to add a little bit here, a bit there, and now we're going to kind of even it out a little bit. Okay, the bottom is ready. Now we're going to fill this mixture into here. Okay, we're done. So we're going to spread it evenly here. We're all set to go. Right. So now we're going to do the rest of the mixture here. Let me push these away a little bit. There we are. And this is kind of more difficult because here, these you have to make them into patties before you put them on the top. Okay, don't worry about them being perfect for now, because later on we can fill in the missing bits. Okay, this one will have to go here. Okay, now that we have used all of these, we're going to make sure that we have a good covering here. So let's make sure all the empty spaces are filled. Okay, we're ready. So what we're going to do, the next step is to cut it. Some people cut it into squares, and I'm used to cutting it in diamonds, so I'm going to do the diamond shape. So you start from this end and come to the middle. There we are. So that is going to be our line. Then about, I don't know, 2 inches. and then this. Okay, now we've done the diagonal shapes. We're going to, let's see which is the best way to do this. Okay, we're going to cut this way to make it look nicer. Okay, we've done this. Now we're going to drizzle it with olive oil, and we're going to bake it in a 375-degree oven, I don't know, 40 to 50 minutes, and then we'll be back. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a look at this masterpiece. It took about 45 minutes to bake in a 375-degree oven. I'll check it out in Celsius, but you can check on show more, click on show more, and you're going to get the recipe and the instructions. Thank you very much for listening, and I do hope you make it because this is a very traditional dish. Thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and thanks for appreciating.